What if the biggest discovery in human history is hiding less than a trillionth of a centimeter away? Not on another planet, not in another galaxy, but beside you, right now? Because according to some physicists, there may be another universe overlapping our own. A mirror reality, filled with mirror stars, mirror atoms, maybe even another version of you. And the strangest part? Scientists may have already seen evidence of it. Everything began 13.7 billion years ago with the Big Bang. A single point exploded into space, time, matter, and everything we know. But here's the uncomfortable question nobody can answer. What if our universe wasn't the only one created that day? Modern physics says space and time are fused together into something called space-time. And if that cosmic fabric stretches infinitely beyond what we can observe, then reality may not end at all. It may continue forever. That creates a terrifying possibility. If matter can only arrange itself in a limited number of ways, then eventually those arrangements must repeat. Somewhere across the endless cosmos, another Earth could exist. Another city. Another room exactly like yours. And someone who looks exactly like you might be listening to these same words right now. But that's not even the craziest part. Some theories suggest those universes aren't impossibly far away. They could be separated from us by a microscopic barrier thinner than anything humans can imagine, close enough to touch. If that's true, then parallel universes aren't science fiction anymore. They're hidden neighbors. And scientists in a secretive laboratory in Tennessee may already be trying to break through the wall between worlds. But once they started the experiment, something impossible happened. Deep inside Oak Ridge Laboratory, physicists built an experiment that sounds more like a scene from a sci-fi movie than real science. An 85-megawatt nuclear reactor, billions of neutrons fired at solid walls, and one terrifying goal: to see if particles could disappear into another universe. Here's how it works. According to normal physics, if you fire neutrons at a barrier, none should pass through. Zero. End of story. But some scientists believe neutrons may have mirror twins connected to another hidden reality. If the conditions are right, a neutron could briefly transform into its mirror version, slip through the barrier, and reappear on the other side, which would mean something impossible: matter leaving our universe. And this is where it gets weird. For decades, physicists noticed something deeply disturbing about neutrons. When neutrons travel in particle beams, they survive for around 14 minutes and 48 seconds before decaying. But when scientists trap neutrons inside laboratory bottles, they die faster, by about 10 seconds. That tiny difference has become one of the biggest mysteries in physics. Because neutrons are neutrons, they should behave exactly the same everywhere. Yet somehow they don't. So where are those missing seconds going? Some researchers proposed a shocking answer. Maybe the neutrons aren't dying at all. Maybe they're escaping. Imagine firing particles into what should be a sealed system, only for some of them to vanish from reality itself. Not destroyed, not broken apart, just gone, as if a hidden doorway briefly opened beside them. If true, that would be the first real evidence that a mirror universe exists beside our own. A parallel reality made of invisible mirror particles and mirror atoms. Maybe even a mirror Earth. But before you imagine meeting another version of yourself, there's a problem. The odds of finding a universe identical to ours are almost zero. And the reason why changes everything we thought we understood about reality. At first, parallel universes sound simple. Another Earth, another you, another life where one tiny decision changed everything. But reality may be far stranger than that. Scientists estimate there are more particles in the observable universe than the human mind can truly comprehend. A number so massive it's basically meaningless. Now think about what it would take for another universe to perfectly copy ours. Every particle would need to move exactly the same way for 13.7 billion years. Every star explosion, every heartbeat, every thought. One microscopic difference, and the entire timeline changes forever. So even if a mirror universe exists, it probably isn't your universe. And that's when things changed. Because physicists realized these worlds may not follow the same laws of physics at all. Imagine a universe where gravity behaves differently, where atoms form strange matter, where time itself flows in another direction. A place where life evolved into something unrecognizable. Or worse, a universe where intelligent beings discovered us long before we discovered them. But here's the strange part. Scientists may already be seeing fingerprints from this hidden world across the cosmos. It starts with dark matter. Right now, galaxies should be flying apart. There simply isn't enough visible matter to hold them together. Yet something invisible is creating enormous gravitational force. Something we cannot see. We call it dark matter, but that name hides a terrifying truth. Nobody actually knows what it is. We can't touch it. We can't observe it directly. And despite decades of searching, scientists still haven't found a clear answer. But one theory changes the entire mystery. What if dark matter isn't from our universe at all? What if it's leaking in from a mirror universe beside us? Suddenly, everything fits. An invisible world affecting ours through gravity alone. Massive galaxies made of mirror matter drifting beside us like cosmic ghosts. And according to calculations, there may be 5 times more dark matter than ordinary matter in the universe, meaning the hidden universe could be vastly larger than our own. But if that's true, we may not be the dominant reality after all. Think about that for a second. Everything humanity has ever known, every ocean, every city, every civilization, might be the smaller side of reality. The visible universe could just be the surface. And beneath it, hidden beyond an invisible wall, another far larger cosmos may exist in complete silence. But here's the question nobody wants to ask. What happens if the wall breaks? Scientists believe any portal between universes would be unimaginably small, smaller than atoms, too tiny for humans to ever physically step through, at least for now. Because even opening a microscopic doorway would rewrite physics forever. It would prove our universe isn't isolated, that reality is layered, connected, fragile. And this is where it gets truly disturbing. If particles can cross between worlds, what else can? Could energy leak through? Radiation? Information? Could entire universes slowly influence one another without either side realizing it? Some physicists think the early universe itself may carry scars from collisions with other universes long ago. Ancient bruises hidden in cosmic radiation left over from the Big Bang. Meaning our universe may have interacted with parallel worlds before humans even existed. But that's not even the craziest part. If another universe overlaps our own, then another version of Earth may exist right now in the exact same location as ours. You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't touch it. You'd pass through it without knowing. An invisible civilization living beside humanity, like shadows layered over reality itself. And maybe they're asking the same questions. Maybe somewhere beyond the barrier, another civilization is running the exact same experiments, searching for us, trying to prove that our universe exists. And what happens next changes everything. Because the moment one side successfully opens a stable portal, reality stops being local. For the first time in history, humanity would no longer be alone in existence. Not because of aliens, but because of ourselves. Now imagine the moment it finally happens. A laboratory falls silent. Sensors spike. A particle disappears, then returns carrying impossible data, proof that something crossed the boundary. In that instant, every religion, every philosophy, every understanding of existence changes forever. Because humanity would suddenly face a terrifying truth. Reality is bigger than we imagined. And we are not unique. Somewhere beyond the barrier could be worlds where humanity never evolved. Worlds destroyed by war. Worlds ruled by artificial intelligence. Worlds where history unfolded completely differently. And somewhere out there, another version of you may exist who made one different choice that changed everything. But here's the unsettling part. If infinite realities exist, then every possible version of humanity may exist too. The best versions, the worst versions, and versions capable of things we can barely imagine. That means somewhere, a civilization may already know how to travel freely between universes. And if they discovered us first, we might never even realize they're here. Because a truly advanced civilization wouldn't need giant portals or glowing wormholes. Their technology could look invisible to us, indistinguishable from random physics anomalies. Just like the neutron mystery scientists are struggling to explain right now. And suddenly those missing 10 seconds don't seem so small anymore. Maybe they're the first crack in the wall. The first sign that our universe isn't closed. The first whisper from somewhere else. But after decades of experiments, scientists still don't know the answer. No mirror particles have been confirmed. No portal has opened. No parallel Earth has been found. At least officially. Yet the mystery refuses to disappear. Because the equations still work, the anomalies still exist, and the universe still behaves like something unseen is hiding behind reality itself. So maybe the real question isn't whether parallel universes exist. Maybe the real question is this: if another universe is only a microscopic distance away, who or what is already looking back at us from the other side?